In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer your musical material from the Session View window over to the Arrangement View window. There are a few reasons you might want to do this. One is just to put the song or the remix in a fixed form so that when you can export it and it's more like another program like a Logic or Pro Tools. You have the timeline, you can see exactly what's happening when. You can complete some edits that are a little easier to do in the Arrangement View window than in the Session View window. And I like to add my risers and impacts and extra automation, make variations to my clips in the Arrangement View window. I just feel like I have a little more control and it's easier to see some of those edits in that window. Now, it's actually pretty easy to do, but there are a few considerations. So let's check it out. First of all, notice that I have my clips already prearranged here. I have them exactly how I want them to go, in what order, according to scenes. And if I open my groups here, of course, you can see that all of my clips are laid out according to how I want them. Now, we're going to be triggering these rows that are also called scenes in the master channel here. This is the scene launch button, and if you click on that, then it will launch the scene. I should also point out that it will, in this case, wait till the next bar, so you don't have to like trigger a scene like right on time or anything. As long as you're in the last bar of the loop, you could trigger it any time and it will wait until the next bar rolls around to trigger the next scene. Here are a couple of other pro tips. Go ahead and pre-launch the first scene and then stop it. Now this play arrow is activated so that when we hit the global record button, it will start recording automatically. Make sure you're at the beginning. Right now, if I started to record this, it would record at like bar 1, beat 2. And so you want to make sure you press the stop button to get that all the way to 111. There's also a consideration that may not be so obvious. If I hit the tab key, I can toggle back and forth between my session and arrangement view. And you'll notice that my loop brace is active here and the looping control is on. So if I leave that on, what will happen is it will start recording in bar 1, and then when it gets to bar 49, it will jump back and sort of overdub from 17 to 49 just continuously, and we definitely don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that loop off, and now I can be assured that it will record properly. The only thing I have to do now is hit this record button and then trigger my scenes at will. Remember, you can always go back and edit these later in the arrangement view, and so take your time. If you mess up something, you can just stop it, hit Command or Control Z to undo, and try it again. But it's pretty simple. So I am going to go ahead and record this session in real time. This is going to take several minutes. Feel free to skip ahead in the video. There you go. So I went through the whole form, and now if I hit the tab key to go to my arrangement view window, oh, let's stop that. You can see that all of the clips got recorded. Now they're grayed out and they won't play in this window until I click this button, which is the back to arrangement button. If I click that, there they are. Now if I open up my drums, you can see all the clips there. The MIDI drums are there. If I open up my basses, basically all of the clips have been recorded in the order I triggered them in the session view window. So from here, I would do things like extra editing. For instance, in the primary vocals, there were several scenes where the vocals, didn't come in right away because they have this sort of pickup note. And so, for instance, from bar 49 to 57, the only reason that those 8 bars exist is so these pickup notes can come in on time. I can either choose to keep those 8 bars, or I could select everything in the session, edit out those 8 bars, make the remix a little bit shorter, and have this phrase come in right on time. I personally find it kind of difficult to work with pickup notes in session view, but in arrangement view, it's a snap. So that is how you record from session view into arrangement view. If I were to go back and trigger a scene in here, and then maybe hit another clip, now this window is in control again. And if I go back to my arrangement view, you can see it's grayed out. It's no problem. I haven't recorded any of those changes. All I need to do is hit the back to arrangement button, and now this window is in charge again. A couple of other things to keep in mind is that if there was any automation in these clips, for instance, if you had volume automation just in this bass clip, that would transfer. As a matter of fact, you can see these red dots. I do have volume automation on some of these clips, and that will be reflected here. If I go to my automation view, you can see the automation carried over into the recording. That's very handy. But if you're not aware of it, it might make some unexpected differences in your music. So that is what you need to do. Transfer your remix into the arrangement view window so that you can work on it further. And we are almost done with these.